Hello lovelies, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new, I am Monet, and for those of you that aren't, welcome back. As I had said in my previous video, I was in Disney World last week, and so I said that I would let my brows grow out so that I could film a video about how I shape my brows when I get back. So that's what we're doing here today. Disclaimer, I will say that I do have naturally thicker brows, so this tactic might not be ideal for everybody, probably more for people who do have a little bit thicker brows to begin with. So if you do have thinner brows, you might be taking off too much this way, but if you want to see if it works for you and you want to see how I get these brows, then just keep watching. Okay, so as you can tell, my brows are looking nice and furry. This is a week's worth of growth. I do grow hair pretty quickly, as you can tell. There is some hair growth underneath, above, and then the actual brow itself is definitely pretty long, so we're gonna have to trim that. Okay, so we're just gonna start by combing up the brows with a clean spoolie. This will allow me to be ready to trim those babies down. And just so you know, there is no product in my brows. So I'm going to start off with my Tweezerman little mini scissors, and we're going to start by just trimming those brows down so that the hairs are even with the actual brow and how I want that shaped. And slow and steady definitely wins the race in this one. So then I'm just going to comb my brows down and trim from the bottom side so that those are all even too. And then I'm just going to comb through the spoolie, and it's already looking much better. And you can already see the difference between both of my brows. And then I'm going to take my Anastasia brush. It is the 7B brush and my Anastasia Dip Brow. And I'm just going to outline in the shape I want it to be. And then I'm going to use this trick to see where my arch should be. I'm going in the little indent of my nose, putting something straight through my pupil and seeing where that lands so I know where my arch should be. And then continuing to outline accordingly. And then I'm going to outline underneath my brow in the same way so that I have that shape. Normally I wouldn't do such harsh lines, but this is just so I know where to tweeze. I don't normally fill my brows in this way. And then I just go back and clean up all the lines so they're straight and in the correct shape that I want them to be. So you can see that I just outlined and I didn't exactly fill in by any means, and look at the shape difference in those brows. And now it's just time to go in and tweeze. I'm just using my Benefit Tweezerman tweezers. I love these guys, but I love any Tweezerman tweezers. And I am only tweezing outside of where I marked those lines so that I have the shape that I really want to have. So once again, already looking much better, and then we're going to go and get those little baby hairs in the front of the brow. Those can be a little more difficult to get. Just so you know, while I am doing this, I am using a magnifying mirror as it's much easier to see all these little hairs. And when I do these front hairs, I actually tilt my tweezers so that I'm plucking upwards so they pull out a little bit easier. And then of course we'll hit the top and just tweeze away outside of the lines that I've already made. And the brow is looking much better. Then I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and wipe out all the product, and you will see immediately that the shape is already looking so much better even without any product. And I'm just going to comb that through with a spoolie, and look at that difference between those brows. We are looking much more put together. So now I just did the other brow off camera, and my life is put so much more together now that these are done, and they're going to be 10 times easier to fill in with product now that they are nicely shaped. Alright guys, so that's it. That is how I shape my brows. You know my secrets now. Of course, like I said, I do occasionally get them professionally shaped. However, I usually keep them up myself with this tactic. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you maybe learned a little something, feel confident in doing it to your own brows. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.